46 is brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office. News is also brought to you by Dennis Hoff for Assembly District 36, a successful businessman who can't be bought, can't be intimidated, and won't sell you out. Paid for by friends of Dennis Hoff. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, area residents enjoy a night of trick-or-treating.
An Act of Kindness award is presented to a local veteran.
And it's time to get your heaters ready for winter. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell and Eunette Gentry. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening, it's Tuesday, November 1st, 2016. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Eunette Gentry for News 46.
Well, kids and adults went door to door and sometimes car to car trick-or-treating yesterday. Here's a rundown of the events.
Trick-or-treaters were out in full force last night throughout the town of Pahrump. There were numerous trunk-or-treat safe night events at various locations, including Phantom Fireworks, Sheer Talent, and other businesses in the Wheeler Plaza. Folks at the Moose Lodge held a trunk-or-treat event, as well as Glenn Lerner attorneys, which other businesses and organizations joined in on. The annual Halloween Spooktacular took place in the Bob Roode Community Centers with games, contests, and lots of fun, including pumpkin painting. The Castaway Car Club handed out candy from the back of their beautiful classic cars in the parking lot of Petrick Park. Lakeside had their Safe Night event, and the parking lot was packed, and cars were backed up down Homestead Road. The RV park residents handed out candy and treats, while ghosts and goblins walked around the scenic park surrounding the lake located on the south end of town. No significant incidents were reported and no accidents. It turned out to be a safe Halloween for everyone here in Pahrump. This is Caitlin Boyer reporting for News 46.
Well, as you know, it's getting darker earlier in the evening, and the Bureau of Land Management asks motorists to be careful of wild horses and burros along our roadways as the daylight saving time brings earlier darkness and lower visibility to southern Nevada. In the past, several wild horses and burros have been hit or killed or sustained injuries leading to euthanasia. The animals can wander onto the roads, creating a safety hazard to themselves and for motorists. These areas include State Route 159, State Route 160, especially on the north side of town, and Lee, Kyle, and Cold Creek roads. Feeding and interacting with the wild horses and burros makes them lose aspects of their wild character, and they begin to associate vehicles with food. It's illegal to feed, pet, or otherwise harass a wild horse or burro. Individuals will be cited for those activities, and the citations carry a hefty fine.
Well, over the next 2 weeks, residents can expect to see double the normal law enforcement presence around our area. The Nye County Sheriff's Office is joining forces with law enforcement agencies statewide to crack down on impaired driving, and has an important message for the public. If you'll be drinking, designate a sober driver. And if you drive impaired, you will be arrested. Increasing law enforcement presence during these weeks supports the overall state goal of reaching 0 fatalities. And let's see what's happening in this week's court report.
In this week's court report, 2 of the 3 people arrested after the kidnapping of an 82-year-old man have now been released from the Nye County Detention Center on their own recognizance. Alice McCullum and Erica McCrory, both reportedly from Las Vegas, are both facing the charge of unlawful use of a controlled substance. Prior to their arrest in Pahrump, the 2 women called NCSO claiming a younger man, later identified as Demetros Vahopoulioti, Puliotis suddenly drove off in their car with an elderly man inside. Through a coordinated effort, NHP discovered the suspect dropped the elderly man off unharmed at a Las Vegas Seagull Suites. Las Vegas Metro Police located the stolen vehicle downtown and arrested Puliotis. McClellan and McCrory have both been appointed local public defenders and have both agreed to the following conditions of their OR: no alcohol or drug use, no adverse contact with law enforcement, make all court dates and times, and enroll in drug court and participate in random UA drops. Both McCullum and McCrory reportedly have a place to stay here in Pahrump, and both women's pretrial hearing is now set for January 11th, 2017. Now an update on some local defendants' court cases. Joseph Tarragano now has 7 open cases in justice court, with a total list of charges now including robbery, victim is an older person, burglary, attempted burglary, offense involving stolen vehicle, and possession of instrument with burglarious intent. Tarragano has also been charged with being a habitual criminal. Tarragano was arrested after police were tipped off, then located a key on the suspect that had been shaven to steal the car, and the stolen vehicle driven by Tarragano on Ferndale Street. His arraignment hearing was scheduled late this afternoon. Dominic Arcangelo Coco is indeed facing new charges in justice court, including conspiracy to commit robbery and being an accessory to, after his case was sent back down from district court. Coco also still faces the charges of robbery with use of a deadly weapon and burglary while in possession of a firearm or deadly weapon. But Coco has told the state he did not rob the Green Valley Grocery on Highway 372 and reportedly identified the alleged perpetrator who did. During his pretrial hearing, the defendant's attorney stated Coco was present in the lobby and defense counsel requested additional time to discuss an offer made to the defendant. The court continued Coco's pretrial date to January 5th, 2017. This has been your court report. I'm Eunette Gentry for News 46.
Much more local news after the break.